Do you love bath time? I'm not talking about rubber ducks and splashing around. I'm talking about relaxation. Slipping down into that warm water and just letting your muscles melt. I'm Melanie Skelton, Master Herbalist and Formulator for Omni Naturals, and I love bath time, at least if it's a natural bath. I don't love all that perfumey stuff, but I do love essential oils and the natural aromatherapy and all of those kinds of things that I can add to my bath. Cleopatra loved her bath too. I don't know if you've ever heard about that, but she loved her bath so much. Her bath looked a little bit different. She would bathe in donkey milk. She kept an entire herd of donkeys, evidently, so that she could have that special bath time. And the lactic acid, I'm sure, kept her skin very soft. The lactic acid is something that's in the donkey milk, right? So let's talk about things that you can put in your natural bath. Things like herbs and botanicals. There are some great herbs and botanicals that you can add to your bath. Things like lavender. That's something that a lot of people love. It's very relaxing, of course. Now you could do this a couple different ways. One way would be just to add some lavender flowers to your bath. You have to think about whether you want to deal with them at the end of the bath, because, you know, they kind of tend to stick to your body, and then you have to figure out how to solve that problem. But another idea would be to take your lavender flowers and bunch them up in cheesecloth or a little cloth bag or something, and then you can run them under the water while the tap is filling the tub, and then just let them soak in the water. The properties and some of the smell from those lavender flowers will soak and like infuse into your bath water, and you'll get to enjoy that without having to worry about how you're going to clean it up afterwards. That's always fun. So other ideas for herbs and botanicals that you could do the same thing with. Calendula is one of my favorites. It's not really a real aromatic herb, but its skin benefits are fabulous. It's a very emollient herb. Whenever I think about skin herbs, that's kind of the first one I think of. It's just a great skin herb. It's one that I have used for a lot of things. We actually use calendula in our lotions, serums, and balms. So peppermint is another one. Peppermint is going to be kind of like a lift me up, a pick me up herb to use in your bath. Lemon balm, very calming. So there's some great options out there. If you have herbs that you're growing, look around, see if maybe that would be a great thing to add to your bath. Some rosemary or some rose petals, or who knows, okay? So other things that you can add to your bath are things like oils. I love adding just a little bit of oil. You don't want to add too much because you don't really want to start clogging up the drain, right? But just a little bit, enough that your skin is going to be able to soak that in. One of my favorite oils for the skin is jojoba, because it's an oil. It's not really actually an oil, but we call it an oil, and we group it with the oils, and it acts very much like our skin sebum, which is the natural oil that our skin produces. And so because of that, our skin knows really well what to do with jojoba. You can use it easily. Another great oil for the bath can be almond oil. It's more of a light oil, but again, the skin is going to soak that up great. Olive oil is even a great option. That's one that most of us have right in our cupboard and is an easy one to find. Or avocado oil, that's another favorite. Especially if you have really dry skin, that's a great choice. What about essential oils? Do you love adding essential oils to your natural bath? I know I do. Things like eucalyptus, if you're just having, trying to just keep open up the sinuses, maybe. That's a great choice. Lang Lang is a favorite. I'm not a big fan of all of the flowery essential oils, but I am a fan of Lang Lang. I do. That's the one flowery one I really love. And I love it, I think, because it's just calming and balancing, and it's something that makes me super happy. Lemongrass is a great essential oil to add to your bath. Now, let's just clarify. You're not adding a lot of essential oil. You're adding a few drops, right? Because you don't need too much to make that work. But lemongrass, especially if you have sore muscles and that's why you're melting down into that hot water, add a little bit of lemongrass and that's just going to feel really soothing. I love citruses. I know that you do have to be a little careful with citruses if you're going to be out in the sun later, because that can make you more sun sensitive, so be aware of that. But I do love citruses. They make me happy. Grapefruit is one of my favorites, or lime. Oh yeah, I love lime. Okay, what else? We have things like oatmeal. There are other skin conditioners. That's what we're going into now, is kind of the other things that can help condition the skin. Oatmeal. So colloidal oatmeal really is just oatmeal that has been broken up into really small particles. So even if you have rolled oats in your cupboard, throw them in the blender. Now, guess what? They're colloidal oatmeal. Or you could not grind them up. You could just put them in a bag like we talked about earlier, or in cheesecloth, and add them to your bath and let the bath just soak up those properties and then soak into your skin, right? Baking soda. Believe it or not, baking soda is a great skin conditioner. And Epsom salt. Now going back to what we were talking about with the lemongrass, if you have sore muscles, not only is the lemongrass a great idea, but definitely add some Epsom salt and soak in that. That's awesome. All right, now here at Amane Naturals, of course, we like to take all of that and put it together into our natural bath bombs. We don't make bath bombs like most people. We avoid the fragrances. We avoid funky colors. I know that some of those bath bombs, people like, because they make all the twirly color patterns in the water, but that's not what we're about here. We are about something that is going to be good for your skin. So your bath bombs may have color in them. A lot of them do, not all of them. The lavender one just has little lavender buds. But like our lemongrass bath bomb, for instance, that's one of our favorites. We like to add turmeric to the almond oil. We actually infuse it into the almond oil. It takes a whole month to create that oil just so that we can add it to that bath bomb and make that beautiful bright yellow. So when you see color in our bath bombs, it's not just color that we've added. It's either a clay or an herb that's been infused into the oil that we're using in the bath bomb. And that's how we do things at Amane Naturals. So one more thing before we finish up is that after you've thought about everything you're putting in your bath, you need some final touches, right? You need some music, maybe some spa music, or whatever you like to listen to, whether it's classical, or maybe you like something a little more energetic for your bath. I kind of like to be calm, but a candle could be fun, or a book. I always worry about dropping the book in the bathtub though, so I'm more of an audiobook kind of person. Turn on the audiobook and then I can just listen and soak and close my eyes for a minute if I want to, or whatever. Anyway, that is one of my favorite things, natural bath. I hope you love your natural bath too. There are some ideas for you. And of course, if you want the easy way to get it done, just get online and look at our natural bath bombs. Whatever you do, be sure and take some time for yourself and be able to go and soak away those worries. Have a great day.